Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing great. So I did some more SEC dumpster diving. I was hoping to find some more defined or yield max related ETFs, but unfortunately I couldn't find any. But I think I found like the next best thing. So now that the YMAG is coming out any day now, I thought, hey, maybe I should share this with you guys just in case like you guys need a hedge or like an amplifier. So I know like some of you have asked about FEPI and maybe YMAG. So I thought maybe this is like the next best thing. So Direxion might have the answer. So according to this document, this is dated December 20th, by the way. So maybe and of course it's not final, and there's no tickers yet. But maybe there's a decision coming maybe late February or early March, because who knows how I guess like the SEC prioritizes certain things. But so according to this preliminary prospectus, there's no expense ratio yet, unfortunately. So then there's also the I guess just like the names. So concentrated Qs bear 1x. So this is a daily inverse fund, and this is meant for like short-term trading. So even in the prospectus, they're already making clear that it's not appropriate for investors who do not intend to actively monitor and manage their portfolios. And just so kind of as like a background, Direxion and ProShares, they were kind of like the OGs with like the leverage funds, both like normal long and normal inverse. And then they also had like the double X and then the triple X. I know it sounds kind of funny, but that's just how like it kind of turned out. And again, this is not final either, but this is a daily concentrated Qs. Now they have both the bull and the bear 2x shares. Of course, again, the expense ratio is not final. And then I was trying to find like something that's kind of comparable to this. And so far, I couldn't find anything yet. So I guess this is, uh, I guess when it comes out, it'll come in pretty handy. So just to kind of like why I think it's a potential FEPI and YMAG hedge. So like FEPI, it's kind of like a Mag 7 plus like I guess like 8 additional stocks, and then the YMAG is just like the the yield max version of the Magnificent Seven. So according to this, it's designed to track the performance of the seven largest Nasdaq listed companies. So this could be like subject to change because I'm not familiar with this NDXX, the index provider. But I guess if over time if it changes, then like this inverse ETF and like the corresponding uh, bull and bear double X should change with it. And this is interesting because they have a funky rough estimated performance in their prospectus. So this shows you like kind of like the range of returns, and then also kind of like the inverse, just based on volatility. So there's a big range of potential returns depending on like the volatility. So I guess like you can probably pause this at your own time and then kind of just look through this to see if maybe this might be helpful for you guys. And I think like the clients might be happy. This could be like potentially something that could be good for people that maybe have an interest in like the YMAG ETF. Because if you notice, like they didn't have a like it's this is only like 3 funds, so I thought it was an interesting strategy because they've probably figured well this since there's already FEPIA and YMAG, like they're probably not interested in releasing like their own version of it. Instead, they're doing something like that's a nice complement. So this is like a bear. So this could be like a nice like pairing or like a kind of like a portfolio hedge. And then the double X are kind of like well, I guess if you want to like I said, like if you want to amplify your gains or your hedges, does like these 2x ones might be something to look at, I guess, when it comes out. Because I think it's a pretty good time to be alive. I think this is a smart way to not like directly compete against Yieldmax or Rex shares. Like this is kind of like a way to like in addition to like if you have FEPI or YMAX. So I think it's a pretty interesting strategy. Of course, I think maybe most investors like don't just rely on these guys. Like I think it's also helpful to have just like your normal regular income-based investments because like some of these like the way the methodology and like the construction of these funds like they're more like for short-term trading and they're swap and like futures based. So just just keep an eye on that. So when the full perspective comes out, like we can like dive in again if you guys want. So of course, like there's like the usual risk. Uh, in fact, it might not even be option based. Like I mentioned, it could be like swap and futures based. So we don't have any control over just like the way they control their fund. And again, like implied volatility could collapse, and that they already gave you like kind of like an illustrative potential like range of returns here. And of course, there's no guarantee. A lot of these funds, like they definitely could get cheaper. Like especially the short funds, they're like especially in the bull market. Like there's a lot of NAV erosion with the short funds, so just be careful with that. And you have to monitor like frequently, as they mentioned in the prospectus, or like the preliminary prospectus. And of course, like so far, we can't borrow against any of this stuff yet. So if you like this type of content, please consider liking, sharing with people that you care about and subscribing. That would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate all my current and new subscribers. Thank you very much. And hopefully I'll have more yield max gossip coming soon. So thank you for watching. I hope everybody makes some great money, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.